right, reminiscing tonight of days that are gone and returning no more. For the girl I dream of has another man's love, far, far away on a Donegal shore. But why should I care, for she's happy o'er there.
Hello there. You know, over the past week or so I've had some time at home here, and I've spent it looking over old video clips that we've recorded down through the years. Lots of promotional stuff, songs we used for television and various things like that. And even a few embarrassing moments that I thought would never ever see the light of day. But I think I know you well enough now to show them to you, so let's have a look.
If you should ever think of leaving, don't let it go too far. The love of a lifetime, darling, that's what you are. And now that I've found you, I'll be counting on you to love me forever, 'cause I need you, honest I do. Every single day my love for you keeps growing more and more. The lips of an angel never kissed me before. And now that I've found you, I'll be counting on you. No man is an island, and I need you, honest I do. It took an awful lot of looking to find you. Oh, what a time I've been through. 'Cause darling, it's not very easy finding an angel like you. Two of us together, hand in hand, we stand at heaven's door. Together forever, I'll be yours evermore. And now that I've found you, I'll be counting on you to love me forever, 'cause I need you, honest I do. Together, hand in hand, we stand at heaven's door. Together forever, I'll be yours evermore. And now that I've found you, I'll be counting on you to love me forever, 'cause I need you, honest I do. To love me forever, 'cause I need you, honest I do.
You know, I can't believe I did all that. That was the very first video that I ever did on November the 3rd, 1986, we recorded it. I suppose from my point of view, as I said, I never did anything like that before, and it was exciting, but when I look back now, I think how embarrassing was the whole thing. What about all the kissing? Didn't I need a lot of practice to get it right? But, you know, I got there in the end, and I have to be honest, I didn't enjoy a bit of it. Do you believe me? Well, that first video took so much out of me that I didn't do another one until 1989. And this was a new experience, again, because it was a whole lot of songs that we did on location. I had never really done a lot of miming, and that's what we do on these location videos. When I used to see things like this before I got involved, I always thought that the band must have been in behind the bushes playing everything, and that's how the singing was done. But that's not the case. It's all done to tape and you mime. But we went to Kerry to record this first song, and we're very proud of this song called The 40 Shades of Green, because it was written by the late Johnny Cash. The story goes that he came here in the 60s and was so taken by Ireland that he bought a map and went home, and through looking at the map wrote the song The 40 Shades of Green.
I close my eyes and picture the emerald of the sea, from the fishing boats at Dingle to the shores of Dundee. I miss the river Shannon and the folks at Skibbereen, the moorlands and the meadows with their 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. I wish that I could spend an hour at Dublin's churning surf. I'd love to watch the farmers drain the bog and spit the turf, to see again the thatching of the straw the woman gleam. I'd walk from Cork to Larne to see 40 shades of green. But most of all I miss a girl in Tipperary town, and most of all I miss her lips as soft as eider down. Again I want to see and do the things we've done and seen, where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green. Where the breeze is sweet as Shalimar and there's 40 shades of green.
Did you see the jumper? What did you think of it? Wasn't I just at the cutting edge of fashion? These things we used to wear, boy oh boy. I just don't know. Now from Kerry we move up the country to Sligo, and we went there to record a song that I'm sure many of you will recognise because it was used as the theme music in that wonderful movie that starred John Wayne and Maureen O'Hara, The Quiet Man. This song was written by a Garda from Dublin, the late Dick Farley, and it really is such a beautiful piece, made famous, of course, by Bing Crosby. So we'll have a look at the Isle of Innisfree.
I've met some folks who say that I'm a dreamer, and I've no doubt there's truth in what they say. For sure a body's bound to be a dreamer when all the things he loves are far away, and precious things are dreams unto an exile. They take him to a land across the sea, especially when it happens he's an exile from that dear lovely Isle of Innisfree. And when the moonlight peeps across the rooftops of this great city, wondrous though it be, I scarcely see the beauty or the magic. I'm once again back home in Innisfree. I wander o'er green hills and dreamy valleys, and find a peace no other land could know. I hear the birds make music fit for angels, and see the rivers laughing as they flow. And then into a humble shack I wander, my own sweet home, and tenderly behold the folks I love around the turf fire gathered, on bended knee the rosary is told. But dreams don't last, though dreams are not forgotten. When we are back to stare reality, and though they pave the footpaths here with gold dust, I still would choose my Isle of Innisfree. I still would choose my Isle of Innisfree.
The next clip I want to show you is very important as far as my career is concerned. In 1992, Sean Riley, my manager, and myself went on my first promotional trip to Australia. We had never toured there, so this was kind of to test the water and see if people were interested in what I was doing and could we tour there. But while the trip was taking place, the song I Just Want to Dance With You was released as a single. And Sean came to me one day and said, you know, the single is doing really well in the charts in the UK and Ireland, and the office think it might even, you know, go top 30. And I says, what'll that mean? Well, he says, if it, you know, goes in the top 30, it might well mean you'll get a spot on Top of the Pops. Now, Top of the Pops, for people outside our television viewing area, is the show. As I was growing up, we all watched Top of the Pops, watched all the pop stars. And to even think that you would ever be on it was a wonderful thought. And here it was that maybe I was going to get that opportunity. So, sure enough, as the week went on, the record sold more, and we decided that we would cut our trip short, just in case that I might get on Top of the Pops. And we called from Singapore to London, and it was confirmed. Daniel O'Donnell was going to be on Top of the Pops with all the boyos with the rings in their noses and the Mohican haircuts and the works. But it was certainly an experience I'll never forget, and one I enjoyed immensely. And I'd like for you to see this clip, as well as you know, the show. We're going to show you a little bit of the rehearsal, just to give you a taste of what goes on at one of these recordings. So here it is, D.O.D. on Top of the Pops.
And now to something completely different. Daniel O'Donnell, the king of the country charts, has popped up at number 30. I bet he's Irish.
I don't want to be the one who hesitates, be too shy, wait too late. I don't care what they say other lovers do, I just want to dance with you. Well, I got a feeling that you got a heart like mine, so let it show, let it shine. If we get a chance to make one heart or two, I just want to dance with you. I want to dance with you, twirl you all around the floor. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. With you, hold you in my arms once more. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. At me when I looked at you. Yes, I did. You know that's true. You don't get embarrassed by the things I do. I just want to dance with you. Now the boys are playing softly and the girls are too. So am I, so are you. If this was the movies, we'd be right on cue. I just want to dance with you. I want to dance with you, twirl you all around the floor. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance with you. I want to dance with you, hold you in my arms once more. That's what they invented dancing for. I just want to dance
Well, I definitely made it once I got on top of the pops. And you know, for the next year or so, almost everything I did was videoed. It was incredible to be followed by TV cameras all the time, and something that I got used to. It's amazing how you get used to things. We then did another video on location, and it was sort of interspersed with documentary footage as well. Gave me an opportunity to show people where I came from and where I lived, and I suppose a bit of what my life was like. The song I'd like to show you now, we did in Wicklow. As we all know, it's the Garden of Ireland, and we did this around Blessington and the lakes, the great old classic, Singing the Blues.
Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way? Well, I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing is right without you. You got me singing the blues.
You got me singing the blues.
The moon and stars no longer shine. The dreams all gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. Why would I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. Well, I never felt more like singing the blues, 'cause I never thought that I'd ever lose your love, dear. Why'd you do me this way?
Why'd you do me this way?
I never felt more like crying all night, 'cause everything's wrong and nothing is right without you. You got me singing the blues. The moon and stars no longer shine. The dreams all gone I thought was mine. There's nothing left for me to do but cry over you. Well, I never felt more like running away. Why would I go? 'Cause I couldn't stay without you. You got me singing the blues. You got me singing the blues. You got me singing the blues.
Now, I heard a funny story about our time around Blessington. Not far from the lakes, we recorded the old rugged cross, and it was done in a cemetery that was attached or beside a church. And we ended up recording this late into the night, and there was lighting used to light up this beautiful cross, sort of give a great glow around the cross. And of course the old rugged cross was playing, and it was kind of moving along the wind. It was just you could hear it drifting. And apparently the story goes that there was some people camping illegally for a good number of weeks in a field not far from the graveyard. And when they heard all this going on and they could see the cross all lit up, they apparently decided that the whole thing must have been haunted. Next morning they were gone. Council was trying for weeks to get rid of them, but had no success. And one night of me, there you are. So if you want anybody moved, I'm your man. Well, the next song we're going to show you is called Old Fashioned Love. Now, this again was a hit record, got into the charts. I had another run on Top of the Pops, which again I enjoyed immensely. But the actual clip that we're going to show you was the promotional video that was done for this song. Although we had recorded a number of things from our first offence, as you saw at the beginning of this video, for I Need You, we really went up market. You know, there was nothing tacky about this. We were hitting the big time. Anyway, have a look at it. Old Fashioned Love.
Whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. We live in the modern age, where love is fast like a turning page in a magazine. We've hardly seen the friends we used to know. They disappear, they come and go like the times we had. It's kinda sad. Whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. Oh, whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would last through the years, through the trials, through the smiles, through the tears. Today is all we plan. We say tomorrow we'll understand if it all should end and we're alone again. For now, the tenderness has been replaced by something less, and it's hard to find what we left behind. Whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would see you through, the kind of love that my mama and daddy knew. Oh, whatever happened to old-fashioned love, the kind that would last through the years, through the trials, through the smiles, through the tears. Yeah, whatever happened to old-fashioned love?
Now, Mary Duff has been my touring partner for the last almost 20 years, and we recorded a duet album in the middle 90s, and we did a promotional video for the title track. It's called Timeless. It was written by Steve and Heather Taylor from Coventry in England. And as you look at this video, there's pillars, and it all looks very sweeping and glamorous. Well, I have to tell you that the pillars came off a skip that was outside the warehouse where we did it. So all is not as you see it. And what about me hair? Was it big or what? You just have a look and you can make up your own mind. This is Timeless with the lovely Mary Duff.
That timeless moment when we met, timeless hours we can't forget. The second that your lips met mine, we turned water into wine. Only a fool could ever fail to see. A love like ours was meant to be. Timeless, never ending. Your heart and my heart blending. Timeless, never ending love. I hold on to your every breath. From your love there'll be no death. You're my everything and more. A work of art that I adore. Every moment that you share with me makes me know our love will always be timeless, never ending. Your heart and my heart blending. Timeless, never ending love. Timeless, never ending. Your heart and my heart blending. Timeless, never ending love. Timeless, never ending. Your heart and my heart blending. Timeless, never ending love. Timeless, never ending love.
When we recorded our first Inspirational album, we went to a place called Stapleford Park, and it's in Leicestershire, and it's got beautiful grounds with its own church and just a fantastic location. And there was many great songs in this album, but I had always loved the song You Needed Me, that was a huge hit for Anne Murray. And in fact, I just love Anne Murray. She's one of the nicest people I've ever seen doing a concert. I went to see her one time. I was in Orlando, and I found her from the stage to be real warm and friendly. But the song, of course, was known all over the world. So this is my version of You Needed Me.
A tear, you wiped it dry. I was confused, you cleared my mind. I sold my soul, you bought it back for me and held me up and gave me dignity. Somehow you needed me. You gave me strength to stand alone again. found my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, and I can't believe it's you, I can't believe it's true. I needed you, and you were there, and I'll never leave. Why should I leave? I'd be a fool, 'cause I finally found someone who really cares. He held my hand when it was cold, when I was lost. You took me home, you gave me hope when I was at the end, and turned my lives back into truth again. You even called me friend. You gave me strength to stand alone again, face the world out on my own again. You put me high upon a pedestal, so high that I could almost see eternity. You needed me, you needed me, you needed me, you needed me.
Now, at the time of year when most people are enjoying their summer holidays or jetting off to exotic places, one year in particular, I was at home in Donegal with snow all over Kincastle. Yes, we decided to make our Christmas video in the summertime. Brought in fake snow, cover the village. It was just like a winter wonderland. And it just created such a stir in the whole area. People were coming from all around to see this spectacle of Christmas in Kincastle in the middle of summer. In blazing heat, we went to Gweedore, which is not far from where I live either, and on a building site surrounded by very, very modern construction, we created a little bit of Mexico, and we recorded part of the song, The Gift.
A poor orphan girl named Maria was walking to market one day. She stopped for to rest by the roadside, where a bird with a broken wing lay. A few moments passed till she saw it, for its feathers were covered with sand. But soon cleaned and wrapped, it was traveling in the warmth of Maria's small hand. She happily gave her last peso on a cage made of rushes and twine. Fed it loose corn from the market and watched it grow stronger with time. Now the Christmas Eve service was coming, and the church shone with tinsel and light, and all of the townfolk brought presents to lay by the manger that night. There were diamonds and incense and perfumes in packages fit for a king, but for one ragged bird in a small cage, Maria had nothing to bring. She waited till just before midnight, so no one could see her go in. Crying, she knelt by the manger, for her gift was unworthy of him. Then a voice spoke to her through the darkness, Maria, what brings you to me? If the bird in the cage is your offering, open the door, let me see. Though she trembled, she did as he asked her, and out of the cage the bird flew, soaring up into the rafters on a wing that had healed good as new. Just then the midnight bells rang out, and the little bird started to sing a song that no words could recapture, whose beauty was fit for a king. Now Maria felt blessed just to listen to that cascade of notes sweet and long, as her offering was lifted to heaven by the very first nightingale's song.
Well, you seen the bird in that, and that poor bird, believe it or not, in the middle of the whole thing, laid an egg on the altar. So we had many experiences that we never show, but it's funny when you look back and remember all of the things that happens. And finally, with all the snow, and there was I walking through it, singing away to my heart's content, and some of the snow is kind of papery, and I got a mouthful of it, but sure, it's all part of show business, and I did it to my best.
Of wine, merriment and having fun, riding on the Christmas run, decorations all around, endless nights out on the town, and you can't resist a Christmas kiss. Girls with tinsel in their hair, party poppers everywhere, kisses pass from cheek to cheek. It's the Christmas way to greet. Even Santa joins the crowd. Rudolph's kissing on a cloud, 'cause he can't resist a Christmas kiss. I've been waiting all year round to share a kiss or two, and I've saved all my mistletoe for a kiss, a kiss, a kiss from you. Stockings hanging on the tree, mistletoe for you and me. Christmas cards, all in rhyme, lead the way to Old Lang Syne. Happy faces all around, snowflakes falling to the ground, and you can't resist a Christmas kiss. Christmas kiss. I've been waiting all year round to share a kiss or two, and I've saved all my mistletoe for a kiss, a kiss, a kiss from you. Girls with tinsel in their hair, party poppers everywhere, kisses pass from cheek to cheek. It's the Christmas way to greet. Santa joins the crowd, Rudolph's kissing on a cloud, 'cause you can't resist a Christmas kiss. Oh no, you can't resist a Christmas kiss. Well, don't you know you can't resist a Christmas kiss.
Well, that was an experience, recording a Christmas kiss. We had that as a Christmas single a number of years ago, and my lady friend there was a girl called Caroline Ahern, who created this wonderful character in the UK known as Mrs. Merton. Had a very successful run on television, and she came to star as Mrs. Merton in the video, and it was just a hoot. We had a fantastic time recording this piece. Back in the late 90s, I got I think for me was the opportunity of my life to get involved with an orphanage in Siret in the northeastern part of Romania. And I went out there because a neighbour of mine, Eileen Oglesby, worked with this charity called the Romanian Challenge Appeal. Then I sort of got more interested with what she had done, and decided that maybe we could do something to raise money. At the time, I suppose, it was really thinking about doing a concert. But I had been given this song called Give a Little Love. And one day I was looking at some pictures of the children, and it was like the words of the song were written to fit these pictures. And I then put into motion the possibility of recording this song and, giving the proceeds to the charity. So if I can just maybe at this point say a heartfelt thanks to all of you who contributed in whatever way, be it small or large. You have no idea the difference you have made to the lives of these children, and continue to make, because I know many of you continue to support the Romanian Challenge Appeal. So from my point of view, it was, as I said before, one of the greatest opportunities, if not the greatest, I have had throughout my career. So I'd like you to see the video of the song. Here it is, Give a Little Love.
When you look around, it's sometimes hard to see that life is made up of a harsh reality, but the world is real, and the badness won't fade away, and there are so many who need our love today. Give a little love, Sometimes the hand of fate dealt so cruelly.
Through the darkest hour, our love will light the way.
And there are so many who need our love today. Give a little love, show them that you care, and when they need you most, let them know you're there. Give a little love, fill their lives with hope. All it takes is just a little love. Give a little love, show them that you care, and when they need you most, let them know you're there. Give a little love, fill their lives with hope. All it takes is just a little love. All it takes is just a little love.
When we did our CD of love songs, of course, where could we do pictures only in the city of love and romance, that's Paris. But anyway, whatever the case, we recreated the scene in a hotel in Dublin. And just a wee story about the song. It was written, one of the writers, a man called Mel Glazer, who lives in the New York area, and he was visiting Ireland, and while he was here he heard me singing on the radio, and he thought that the song The Magic Is There would suit me. And he was travelling then on a bus or a plane, I'm not sure which it was, and he was sitting beside this woman from Derry, and he got talking to her, and he asked her if she had ever heard of me, and oh, she said sure. And he said, do you think you could get him a song? And she said, sure, I'll get it to him. So I got The Magic Is There in the post and recorded it, and I've since met Mel, and it's a great song, so here's the video for it.
They call themselves lovers, but they're living a lie. On the outside they're happy, on the inside they cry. They picked the wrong partners, and now they remain trapped in a jailhouse, prisoners of pain. When you're touching and you can't stop touching and kissing with kisses that never will end. When you're made to feel wanted from morning till night, then you know you've found more than a friend. When you feel you have laughter each day of your life, you know you have found what is rare. You're not a pretender, the magic is there. Be true to your feelings, for they always know If you're looking for more, don't settle for less. Don't try to change others who need time to grow. Don't count on wishing to make it all so. When you're touching and you can't stop touching and kissing with kisses that never will end. When you're made to feel wanted from morning till night, and you know you've found more than a friend. When you feel you have laughter each day of your life, you know you have found what is rare. You're not a pretender, the magic is there. When you're touching and you can't stop touching and kissing with kisses that never will end. When you're made to feel wanted from morning till night, then you know you've found more than a friend. When you feel you have laughter each day of your life, you know you have found what is rare. You're not a pretender, the magic is there. You're not a pretender, the magic is there.
Now you may have noticed in that video we had what we would call a soft day here in Ireland while we were recording. It was a terrible day, rain and wind, and it was just amazing that we were recreating Paris, I suppose you could say, in the springtime under this terrible sky of dark clouds. Even the poor lovers were out there in the rain, but your love is love and it survives anything. Whoever said, "Don't let it rain in my parade"? The show went on and the video was done. I've been very lucky, I think, to have been able to find songs to record, be it for CDs or singles, that connect with people all over the world, wherever we go. And this song that we're going to see now, Footsteps, is certainly up there with the best of them. And this video that we're going to see was taken from a show called Songs of Praise. It's aired on the BBC, and I've been very fortunate to have been featured on it many times. So we'll have a look at the clip.
Footsteps walking with me, footsteps I cannot see, but every move I make and every step I take, I know they're there with me. They walk with me all the way, beside me day by day, through good and bad, through happy and sad. Those footsteps won't go away. I'll never walk in life alone, there'll always be someone there. I know he won't let me down, he's with me everywhere. The special things in life I've done have been through him and his love. I've been blessed in so many ways, thanks to the Lord above. Footsteps walking with me, footsteps I cannot see, but every move I make and every step I take, I know they're there with me. They walk with me all the way, beside me day by day, through good and bad, through happy and sad. Those footsteps won't go away. I think that my life's been planned by the one who's guiding me. when I'm led by the hand of someone I can't see. I'm not always sure where to go. That's when I follow his lead. I know that the pathway that he shows will help me to succeed. Footsteps walking with me, footsteps I cannot see, but every move I make and every step I take, I know they're there with me. They walk with me all the way, beside me day by day, through good and bad, through happy and sad. Those footsteps won't go away. Through good and bad, through happy and sad, by my side they will stay.
Back in 1999, the Peace Canal opened, and this was to symbolise the peace, the wonderful peace that had come to our country. And the canal itself links the Shannon with the Erne waterways, and we decided that it might be a nice idea to take a boat and do a video along this area, and it really was a wonderful experience. Even better than I had anticipated, to see the fantastic scenery and to sing songs that I really enjoyed along this area was fantastic. So we'll have a look at one of the songs now. It's called I Can See Clearly Now. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. I think I can make it now, the pain is gone. All of the bad feelings have disappeared. Here is that rainbow I've been praying for. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Look all around, there's nothing but blue skies. Look straight ahead, nothing but blue skies. I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. I can see all obstacles in my way. Gone are the dark clouds that had me blind. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Yeah, I see a bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Bright, sunshiny day. It's gonna be a bright, sunshiny day. Now I'm sure you'll agree that scenery is just second to none. When we were doing this video, as I said, it was songs that were favourites of mine. And the next clip that we're going to see is of a song called Cutting the Corn at Creasla today. And this song was written by Percy French, one of our great songwriters of years gone by here in Ireland. A lot of the songs that he wrote were kind of tongue-in-cheek, and this song, it's written in the way that we would speak here in Donegal. I suppose it's kind of a local language, and you'd hear many times saying cutting the corn around Creasla the day instead of today, and making the tay instead of saying tea. Very often people would say, do you want tea? And this song really captures all of that, and I love it. It's one of my favourites. So let's have a look at Cutting the Corn around Creasla today.
Dear Danny, I'm taking the pen in me hand to tell you we're just out of sight of the land. In a big anchor liner we're sailing in style, and we're sailing away from the Emerald Isle. Oh, a strange sort of sigh seems to come from us all as the waves hit the last bit of our Donegal. Sure, it's good to be you that is taking your tay where they're cutting the corn around Creasla the day. Sure, I spoke to the captain and he won't turn around, and if I swam back I'd be apt to be drowned. So I'll stay where I am, for the diet is great, and there's lots of combustibles piled on me plate. Although it is sumptuous, sure I'd swap the whole lot for the owl wooden spoon and the stir-about pot. Oh, and Kitty fornenced me a-wetting the tay where they're cutting the corn around Creasla the day. There's a woman on board that knows Kitty by sight, and we talked of old times till they put out the lights. I'm to meet the good woman tomorrow on deck, and we'll talk about Kitty from here to Quebec. Sure, I know I'm no match for her, no, not the least, with her house and 2 cows and her brother a priest. But the woman declares Kitty's heart's on the sea, while mine's with the reapers round Creasla the day. Ah, goodbye to you, Danny, there's no more to be said, for I think the salt waters got into me head, and it drips from me eyes when I call to me mind the friends and the callings I'm leaving behind. And sure Kitty herself, when she bade me goodbye, had just the slight trace of a tear in her eye, and a break in her voice when she said you might stay, but please God I'll come back to Alcreasla someday.
Well, when you get me started in Donegal, it's hard to get me stopped. And I'd like to let you see another clip that's taken from that Peaceful Waters video. This song is just such an important part of our live show. I recorded it a number of years ago because I just loved it, and I think it's one of the greatest Donegal songs that has ever been written. The writer is a man called Patsy Kavanagh, and when we do it in the shows, most times the audience joins in and sings the chorus, and I just love it. Sometimes I stop and I listen, and I think to myself, it's true what they say. There's two kinds of people in the world: those who are from Donegal and those who wish they were from Donegal. So we'll listen to the song now. It's called Home to Donegal.
The lights of London are far behind. The thoughts of homeland are crowding my mind. Familiar places come into view. I see my home now, soon I'll see you. We'll talk to the old folk, they're getting on. Treat them to late nights, sing a few songs. We'll talk of the neighbors and life in the town. There's so much to tell them, the days fly around. This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. And then tomorrow we'll take a walk down to St. Mary's, to a sheltered spot. We'll kneel and pray there for the ones who have gone, feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. This is my homeland, the place I was born in. No matter where I go, it's in my soul. My feet may wander 1,000 places, but my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. Yes, my heart will lead me back home to my Donegal. We're very lucky here in Ireland that we have so many places to film. Almost around every corner there's a new site, just fantastic scenery, and sometimes tucked away in places that you wouldn't even dream of, up country lanes, you find the most fantastic little gardens. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Sweet the rain's new fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for them springing fresh from the word. Every so often
I find a song that takes me in a new direction. And one of those songs I'd like to show you the video of now. It's called That's the Way Dreams Are. To do the video, we went to the Temple Theatre in Dublin, and it's an old converted church. I suppose the fact that the song was more contemporary, we felt that the video should have that more contemporary look, and I think maybe we achieved it, you know, and the way that the video turned out. But I remember, you know, the day that I was recording this, I was upstairs getting changed into the clothes I was wearing, and I came down these stairs, as you would have stairs in the old church from the gallery, very grand staircase, and I was thinking, isn't this wonderful what I'm doing? You know, that it's not at all like work. And that's how I felt and how I feel about what I do. And as I got to the bottom of the stairs, I met the owner of the Temple Theatre. And he said to me, "It's hard oil graft, isn't it?" And I thought, how different could your thought and mine be? Anyway, let's have a look at the video of That's the Way Dreams Are.
I could almost feel your breath. I was that close to you. I could have picked your pocket if I wanted to, but it was all too good to be true. All too good to be true. I got that far, 'cause that's the way dreams are. I could hear a guitar play some old romantic tune. You said, "Why don't you stay?" And I said, "Yes, too soon." I was almost over the moon, almost over the moon. I got that far, 'cause that's the way dreams are. Don't wanna wake up and find there's nobody waking with me. I wanna spend my time with somebody like you, easy and free. I was almost there in your arms, almost there in your arms. I got that far, 'cause that's the way dreams are. We made plans and we made love. We said what lovers say. Swore we'd do it all again another day. But I could feel you slipping away, feel you slipping away. I got that far, 'cause that's the way dreams are. I got that far, 'cause that's the way dreams are.
I'm sure you'll agree with me that that's one very special song. Back in the year 2000, well, 99-2000 at the Millennium celebrations, Songs of Praise, the TV show that I mentioned earlier, were putting together a celebration of inspirational music, and it was to be held in Cardiff in the Millennium Stadium. And they asked me if I would take part in it, which I was delighted to get the opportunity and accepted without a thought. And they gave me a song that they wanted me to sing that I suppose was reflective of the time, being that we were going from one century to another. It was called Light a Candle. And I went out in that stadium, and there was, I think, in excess of 80,000 people, which was the most incredible experience to see so many people and to have them take part in this wonderful celebration of music. And I'd like you to see the actual show or video of that experience. And the song, as I said, is called Light a Candle.
Just one little candle can shine through the night, a symbol of faith, a flame that keeps burning, that never stops turning the darkness away. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine in a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new Life is forgiving for those who are living in love's ray of light. And life is for caring, so never stop sharing your beacon so bright. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine in a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new dawn. We can unite the world from one tiny spark. It's better to light a candle than curse the dark. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Let it be like a prayer, and together we'll shine in a moment of time. Yes, a moment of time we can share. Light a candle to start a new dawn. Light a candle to start a new dawn.
You know, we often mention great songs when we talk about music, but there are few that will top this next song that I'd like you to see the video of. It was written, the lyrics was written by an Irishman who's a friend of my own, Brendan Graham, and it's called You Raise Me Up. Now, I know all over the world it has received just the most amazing reviews, and I recorded it a few years ago for the same reasons I'm sure that everybody feels when they listen to it. It is just the most inspiring piece of music that you could ask to listen to, and in my case, get the opportunity to sing. You Raise Me Up.
When I am down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, and I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. There is no life without its hunger. Each restless heart beats so imperfectly. But when you come and I am filled with wonder, somehow I think I glimpse eternity. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. And I am strong when I am on your shoulder. You raise me up to more than I can be. You raise me up to more than I can be.
The next video that I want you to see is taken from the album Welcome to My World, And I'm sure most of you know that Welcome to My World was a tribute album. All of the songs that I recorded on this CD were hits for the great Jim Reeves. And as I've recorded, from my very first albums, almost all of them have one Jim Reeves track on it. And every time that I would record a song, I used to say in the studio, I must put together a whole album dedicated to the memory of Jim Reeves, because somehow the songs that he sang, I felt comfortable singing them. They seemed to suit my range, and they were beautiful songs, each and every one of them. So I'd like to play this video for you, and I suppose it's the one that, even if you're not very familiar with Jim Reeves' music, this is the one that you will recognise. It's called He'll Have to Go. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell a man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Whisper to me, tell me, do you love me true? Or is he holding you the way I do? Though love is blind, make up your mind, I've got to know. Should I hang up, or will you tell him he'll have to go? You can't say the words I want to hear while you're with another man. Do you want me? Answer yes or no. Darling, I will understand. Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone. Let's pretend that we're together all alone. I'll tell a man to turn the jukebox way down low, and you can tell your friend there with you, he'll have to go. Now, some might say it's a middle-aged crisis, but not in my case, of course, because I'm not middle-aged. In the early 90s, I turned to rock and roll. And that might have shocked some people that maybe wouldn't be very familiar with what I do. But over the years, and the show, those of you who attend the shows will know that I always dedicate, a wee part to the music of the 50s and 60s. And we started putting out albums dedicated to this era, and it ended up in a trilogy that there was 3 albums, one called Daniel in Blue Jeans, one called The Jukebox Years, and the third, Teenage Dreams. It really was a project that I enjoyed immensely, and it eventually turned into a show called the Blue Jeans Tour, that we put together with a very, very big production. We had, augmented the band, a very big set built, and some dancers, and Mary Duff, who you saw earlier, and myself, we did some choreography and enjoyed the whole concept and the time that we had to spend learning all of this. We just had such a wonderful, time and great fun getting it all together. But we did do a video for one of the songs on the jukebox years, and I'd like you to see that now. Of course, everybody knows it. It's called Daydream Believer.
Oh, I could hide neath the wings of the bluebird as she sings. The 6 o'clock alarm would never ring, but it rings and I rise, wipe the sleep out of my eyes. My shaven razor's cold and it stings. Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? You once thought of me as a white knight on his steed. Now you know how happy I can be. Oh, and our good time starts and ends with $1 to spend. How much, baby, do we really need? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen? Cheer up, sleepy Jean, oh, what can it mean to a daydream believer and a homecoming queen?
Back when I started recording, most of the stuff that I got to record were covers of older songs and songs that other people had hits with. Then, as I got a bit better known, I was lucky to get original songs like Footsteps and Give a Little Love and indeed Light a Candle. But I never thought that I would have the ability to write anything myself, or never had the inspiration until about the year 2000. A friend of mine, Mark Roberts, had said to me many times that we should sit down together and write, because he had been writing for a number of years. And I used to say, oh yeah, I must do that sometime, but never seriously thought about it. And I think Mark got a bit fed up one day and he said, you have no notion of writing. You'll never do it. And I don't know, did that get my back up? But anyway, I said, well, you come up here to Donegal next weekend and we'll have a go at writing and see what we can come up with. And to my amazement, we did write songs on that occasion. And I recorded them. And then I wrote a few over the years, always with Mark. Then I wrote a couple on my own. And I suppose I maybe got very confident and announced somewhere in public that I was going to write a whole album. I was going to record a whole album of original songs that I had written myself or with other people. And once you say something, You can't go back in it. So if you're not going to do it, remember, don't say it. So I was really tied to the fact that I needed to try and write some more. And that I did with Mark, with Sean O'Farrell, who's another friend of mine and a singer who many of you know, and Raymond McLaughlin, who sings in the band and plays the piano with us. And we, on various occasions, sat down together and wrote different songs. And to my amazement, eventually we had put a whole album together. Now, this first song that I'd like you to see the video of is, I suppose, a little bit different again from what I would have recorded over the years. It, I think, to me maybe is a little bit more poppy, but nevertheless I think I shouldn't say because I wrote it I think it's a great song. I enjoy singing it, and sometimes when I'm singing a song I don't think about did I write it or did somebody else write it, but I wrote this one with Mark, and I hope you enjoy it. It's called I've Got a Crush on You.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Somehow I still can't sleep. I've been tossing and turning, but I'm slowly learning. The questions are running deep. Never had this feeling before. Is it love? I just don't know anymore. But every time I see your face, my heart beats at a faster pace. And I don't understand it. Don't know the right words to say when we meet face to face. I have to look away, 'cause baby I've a crush on you. You know it's true, and I can't get you out of my mind. Baby I've a crush on you. You feel it too, I can see it in the way that you smile. Love may come and love may go. If we don't try it, we'll never know. Deep inside I hope that it's true. I got a crush on you. Sometimes I see you around town, the way the wind blows in your hair. You look so refined, I'm out of my mind, but you don't even know that I'm there. Just wanna run up and hold you and tell you what's going on in my head. Then you walk on by, you give me the eye, and I choose silence instead. And I don't understand it, don't know the right words to say when we meet face to face. I have to look away, 'cause baby I've a crush on you. You know it's true, and I can't get you out of my mind. Baby I've a crush on you. You feel it too, I can see it in the way that you smile. Love may come and love may go. If we don't try it, we'll never know. Deep inside I hope that it's true. I got a crush on you. I got a crush on you. Babe, I've got a crush on you.
Well, now that you've seen one of my own compositions, I might as well give you another one. This song I wrote with Raymond McLaughlin, and Raymond had put together the bones of the song and brought it to me, and we were travelling on a bus during our tour in the United States, and I would get a line and he would get a line, and we would sit together and sing it, and was that working and was this working? And as we were writing, I said to Raymond, I says, this is like the big stars. I says, the big writers, you hear them writing on their tour bus as they travel around wherever it is. So there we were up with the best of them, writing in the bus. But it turned out to be, funny enough, when we finished the song, we were a bit iffy about it. We didn't know if it was good enough to record. And when we went in the studio recording, it was the very last one we put down. And we had kind of decided, Raymond and myself, maybe we wouldn't do it. And then John Ryan, who does the producing, said, actually, you might as well. And when we started it and I started singing, I said, this is good. And it turned out to be a kind of an anthem song where the chorus is real singable. And it's called Can You Feel the Love? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us?
Love between
Can you feel it growing in the garden of our dreams? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Like one of those old stories up there on the silver screen. Life is full of ups and downs, we've both had our share. Through it all our love keeps getting stronger. In many ways our world has changed, but only for the better, as we watch our love grow from day to day. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Can you feel it growing in the garden of our dreams? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Like one of those old stories up there on the silver screen. As we face into the future, I know there will be days we will need each other there to lean on. Thankful in the good times, together through the bad. Whatever comes, our love will see us through. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Can you feel it growing in the garden of our dreams? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Like one of those old stories up there on the silver screen. Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Can you feel it growing in the garden of our dreams? Can you feel the love? Can you feel the love between us? Like one of those old stories up there on the silver screen. It is something wonderful. Can you feel the love? Well, that's about it. Thank you for joining me as I have reminisced by way of video through my career from that very first one to the most recent. I hope that you have enjoyed it. I hope that maybe some made you laugh, some entertained you, and maybe on the odd occasion you were inspired by one of the songs, just as I have been on many occasions. Whatever the case may be, I hope that we will have the opportunity to share many more videos and many more songs in the future. Until the next time, take care. We have in our lives every day. So until next time I see you, close to my heart you will stay. So until next time I see you, close to my heart you will stay.